This week's vlog was brought to you by this face. If you're young enough to be offended by this video, get off the internet, and you're not American. The TV shows we had growing up shit on anything that you kids watch nowadays, and I think thousands of other people who are my age would say the same thing. Kids nowadays are running around with iPhones, MacBooks, McDonald's burgers, getting obese, using their technology to gain carpal tunnel syndrome 20 years earlier in life. You know what I think it is? Instead of going outside and playing like I would do when I was 10 years old, they'll text their friends who live next door that they have new pictures up on Facebook. Who do you think is going to comment your picture, you 10-year-old on Facebook? Your 15 friends who don't have time to look at their newsfeed because they're either pooping or studying for their spelling test? Because I pretty much explained where most of your friends are. It's almost like the standard for kids shows is to be awkward and painfully unfunny and pray that the studio audience is enough to carry a cheap laugh along the way and make kids believe that's what is funny. Because if you turn on Disney nowadays or Nick, you're not gonna get a laugh. You might get a suicide note from your brain saying, buddy, it's time. Unless you turn this off. You had Recess, Rugrats, Doug, Pepper Ann. Fuck it, Lizzie McGuire. Everyone knew Gordo was a pussy, but they didn't care. He knew he was in the friend zone, and he was fine with it. He never made a move. Now, Gordo aside, we had some other good ones. All That, Keenan and Kel, classics. I don't care what you say. If I watch a TV show from back then right now, as the person that I am, I'm gonna laugh. And it's not because I grew up with it. It's because it's fucking funny. It seriously annoys me that kids would rather be online than out playing around. When you were growing up and they said, ask your parents' permission to go online, you know what? I fucking asked. I went, Mom and Dad. I knew they would tell me yes. I go, Mom and Dad, Nickelodeon told me that I'm gonna need to ask you for permission to go on this totally G-rated website. Is that okay? They'd go, yeah, Michael. It's like, are there gonna be no good comedians in 10 years because they grew up watching iCarly? Because they grew up, I don't even know the names of any of these TV shows. We had Even Stevens back when Shia LaBeouf wasn't a little douche. You know what I'm talking about. What is the moral of today's vlog?